everybody, it's Camo Dave here in beautiful Morganton, North Carolina, and we are right near the Linville Gorge. Okay, this is Burke County, North Carolina, and the Linville Gorge is literally just north of here, just to the north and a little bit to the west, and it is supposedly called the Grand Canyon of the East. It is this beautiful, wooded, heavily wooded gorge that this river makes. And it's been, I guess, been created for millions of years, I don't know. But it's very steep, and it's also a very dangerous place to hike, particularly if you get a thunderstorm and it gets wet. This is the News Herald here in Morganton. This was Sunday's paper. A man fell to his death 80 feet last night, or what was it, a week ago in the Linville Gorge. It was the second fatality in the wilderness area in as many months. A 30-year-old man from Illinois, experienced hiker, but apparently he went down a side path on this thing called the Rock Jock Trail, and he was separated from his hiking companion. He ended up slipping and falling 80 feet off a ledge. Anyway, it took a full 2 days to actually get to the spot and recover his body. Really sad story here. And then another guy on the 17th of April in his late 50s also did a nasty fall in the park. It's not really a park, it's a wilderness area. Anyway, the rescue crews usually respond to 75 to 100 calls in the gorge a year. So it is a very kind of dangerous place to hike, particularly if you're not a professional hiker, and particularly if it starts to rain. Here's the map here, and this is Morganton right here. This is I-40, and then you go just up to the northwest here. And hey, you know, not that far, and you got the Pisgah National Forest, and this is the gorge right here. This is the gorge, and there's a dam down here, and then there's Lake James over here. So this is all a big, beautiful hiking area, especially up in here. This becomes a dirt road. I think 105 becomes a dirt road when you get up in here, gravel road. But 181 is one of the major arteries that goes up to the northern part of the park. Now, there's the Linville Falls right up here and a visitor center way up in the north end of Burke County. And then you can hike down into the park from there. But this is where the dangerous area is, and the Rock Jock Trail is somewhere around here. This is very steep up in here. And yeah, it's pretty intense hiking. Anyway, if you see, if you're on YouTube and you search for Linville Gorge, you find a whole bunch of really good hiking videos of the gorge. There's a thing called Table Rock Mountain up in the gorge that is the moniker for our little town here, Morganton. It's a beautiful area. It's just a gorgeous area up there, and I do want to I've done some hiking around the area. I've never actually, I don't think I'm good enough to go actually into the real steep areas there, but this is a channel, Outdoor Adventures, that has a very nice video of it from 3 years ago. They hike all around, they do a whole loop of the gorge there, and it's nice weather, and they really get a good view of everything. This is one of my favorite hiking channels. His name is Syntax77. His name is Sean. He's from Wilmington, Delaware. Anyway, he did this hike last summer, 10 months ago. Yeah, it actually did. It popped up in like June or July of last summer when it was raining, and he gets lost in the rain there. If you go to about the, you go to the 37-minute mark of this video, and he kind of shows you what the problem is in the Linville Gorge. He's hiking, it's raining, he gets to this area where there's a rock formation, and then if you look a little further in the video here, it literally just drops off. It just completely drops off and becomes this, okay? Just wham, you go straight down, and he does almost take a slider into this crevasse, so to speak. So yeah, and it's really scary, and it's a very good video, and he realizes it. He's a professional hiker, and he realizes how scary it can be with, you know, cliff faces, and you can slip and slide, and you can drop 80 feet, 60 feet, 40 feet. You can either get killed on impact, or you can, you know, have a miserable time down there before you die, and there's no way to call for help. There's no cell reception. It's pretty scary, especially if you're hiking by yourself. So anyway, and it can take you days to get people to come up and rescue you if you're badly injured and need hospitalization. Anyway, this is a really good video. If you really want something interesting to watch, and Syntax 77 has done some really good videos. A couple years ago, he hiked up in the White Mountains there in New England and the Green Mountains up there, and some snowstorms, and he's got a great channel. Highly recommend. But this video from last summer, Lost in the Linville Gorge, 3 days of hammock camping in the rain, is a really good video, and it does show you what's going on there in the Linville Gorge right here in beautiful, just north of beautiful Morganton, North Carolina. Anyway, if you've hiked the Linville Gorge, let me know, and let me know how it went with you, but you really got to be a professional hiker to do it, and you've got to know your S. And you've got to be super careful when it rains, because especially in the summertime, these pop-up thunderstorms pop up all along the mountains there, and it can be quite a treacherous hike. I was at the Linville Gorge, actually in the north part of it where the visitor center is. A couple years ago with my friend Barb there, we drove up from Athens, Georgia. So I'll put the put a little link to, I'll actually put the video up coming up next, and you can just watch it. Just sit tight, and it will come right up, and you can watch that. But yeah, so anyway, interesting. I love to watch a lot of hiking videos, and if you want to watch some stuff on the Linville Gorge, just do a search there on YouTube, and you can get some really good videos. And if you're kind of bored with some of the nomads, some of these hiking channels can be pretty exciting, and I strongly recommend Syntax 77. That's SINTAX 77. Yeah. All right, folks. All right, watch my little video here from 1964. No, watch my little video here from 2099. No, watch my little video here from 2019. And it's very pretty. This is the waterfall up at the northern end of the Linville Gorge. And then the river flows south from there all the way down to Lake James and then over to beautiful Morganton. But it's pretty wild, pretty wild. All right. Linville Falls, North Carolina. Quite a hike to get here. Off the Blue Ridge Parkway. Look at that. Nah, I don't feel like doing the rocks. That's okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your, what is today? The 7th of June, 2021. Be careful if you're out there hiking. And let me know if you've got some really good hiking channels that you like to follow. Thanks for watching. Vlog Under.